fucking booming, that.
Nah.
I'm trying it. I had it up on there and I was trying to make the chat pop out, right? And I accidentally clicked on the up next, which was a video from the official VGod. I don't know why that was up next, but it was up next. And I clicked it and I was looking, I'm like, Mark's changed my fucking intro video. I spent ages making that and he's put a bloody VGod video on there. No, apparently you haven't. I'm just, yeah.
Not at all.
It's amazing how much better we look live. Well, we don't look better live, that's a lie. But how much clearer we are live than we are on this potato camera that we have as a preview.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I find it very weird. I can see in my little camera, I can see how clear everything looks, and it's all like, my head's a little bit shinier than I'd like it to be. On this camera, I'm not so happy.
Oh shit! Now Stu's going to take all of our ingenious software and go and stick it on his I play games channel thing.
No, I'm good.
Hello?
Thanks, Jay.
Can we just confirm that we're looking okay this evening? I'm getting performance issue reports.
What? Yeah, but Lindsay's been complaining about your performance for years. She just puts up with it.
Like she'd know.
Like a hamster eating a banana. How are we, gents? It's been a while.
Bloody lovely, mate.
Yeah, I've been a bit of a letdown for a couple of weeks.
It's alright, mate. I filled in for you the whole time.
Oh, is that why I was getting reports that the show wasn't on and we were cunts for making them go without good content and fun time?
Yeah, everyone's in on the joke. They're all just mugging you right off, mate.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've had a lot on, man. I've had a busy week. I've had a busy month. I've had a busy year.
Can we just take a second to look at the entire range of responses to your question in the chat, Mark, and how you cannot trust people when you ask questions into public forums. Yeah. We have 3 separate answers. One says looks great, one says looks good, one says looks okay. So it looks somewhere on a scale of okay to great. Anywhere between 5 and 10.
Wait, there's a fine. We've got a fine.
Oh, we got a yeah. Well, that's Badger. As few words as possible. That's our Badger.
Fine.
Hey Jimmy, we were just insulting you before the show.
We were insulting Jimmy before the show. That was a great time. Should we do it again?
Yeah, he looks like a hairy boiled egg.
That's like rolled under the sofa and picked up some fluff.
Yeah, like a meatball rolled for a cat basket.
Who we're referring to? I'm lost now.
Jimmy Parker.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy the Postman Parker. That's all he is, isn't he? Just a glorified postman.
He's not
Jimmy.
anymore.
Jimmy.
No, I know. He works in a vape shop now. He works for Dan Goodchild, doesn't he?
Jimmy, named after a piss and a sexual predator.
No, don't tell him that. His mum always told him his surname came from Spider-Man. He thought he was a hero.
He's a fucking hero, all right.
There's 3 screens. One looks good, one looks great, one looks fat.
To be fair, I've put on some timber since the last time I was on VT UK,
so it could be me.
Could be me.
You can't really laugh because
we shouldn't assume he's ripping Chris because it could well be me.
Or me.
Yeah, Mark's double chins out on the
Here
show.
they are. I need to stretch them out.
When you were clapping then, you looked like that Japanese kid who was really excited over his food in that video.
I thought you were going to say the Jonah Hill meme for a second.
Oh yeah, all that, yeah.
Jesus.
Glad Chandler's not here.
Yeah, me too. Chandler sucks.
What a knob.
Oh, I've done some waistcoat shopping this week.
Oh, yeah.
And
where did you boldly go?
And it doesn't to look like Gareth Southgate either.
No, he is going to look like a cunt.
Oh, have you actually bought him one?
I've ordered one. It's not here yet, but it's coming from China. So, Chris, as you know, your Christmas present from your supplier, go along those lines.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Like the jumper I got my mum. Did I send you a picture of that?
No, I just remember some cartoon character jumper thing.
Yeah. Well, it's my birthday in a couple of weeks. I don't want a waistcoat. If it's going to be a waistcoat, don't buy me nothing, mate.
Done.
I don't think I'd fit in a waistcoat. I'd look like a pack of sausages.
Like a tied ham.
That's why I can't wear a belt and a tie on the same day. I look like one of those ham hocks.
Do you know if you get a piece of black pudding and instead of frying it, you boil it and it just ends up looking like a tight foreskin? That's how I imagine Chris looking.
I don't eat black pudding and I don't boil it. I wouldn't have boiled it if I did eat it.
Why don't you eat black pudding?
Black pudding's amazing.
It's fucking delicious.
I don't know. We had this conversation in Leeds. Don't you remember, Mark, when we climbed up that mountain to find breakfast, and then all we found was a load of pissheads with their kids in the pub at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mountain.
I say mountain. I meant small. I was hungover, man.
How are we hungover?
We sat up drinking all night. We did a bottle of gin before we went out, and then we stopped at a pub before we got to TYV, even though there was free booze at TYV, just to get another pint in.
That'll be why I don't remember it then.
Yeah, probably.
Has anyone else just been added to Oxfordshire Vapors?
No, I don't live in the Oxfordshire area, so it'd be a bit weird.
Neither do I. But they've just added me without asking, so I'm just gonna post Vulkan Bros promotions in their group.
I got added by Sam earlier.
I got added by Pixie Quim to a group the other day. She should know better.
Yeah, that's my new policy now. Anyone that sends me an unsolicited group invite, you know, one of those ones where it automatically adds you. I just start posting Vulkan Bros posters in there now without asking.
Well, to be fair, it's a vape group. It's only when you post 12 that they realise it's you that owns it, and then they might get suspicious. If you just post 1 or 2, then you'll get away with it. Every group.
Hey, look at that! Markski's in the chat.
Markski would always be in the chat if we always did a show.
Mark,
well, yeah.
Haven't you started walking yet? Don't you know it's Fest at the weekend? It's a long way.
Is he not skiing his way there?
I'm not even going. No one even seems sad that I'm not going to be there.
Oh, I'm not.
I think I've only ever seen you at one. One? I think I've only ever seen you at one. And that was in your Hotwire days.
Yeah, I've been to 2. I've been to 2, but I only saw you at 1. Did you go to 2014?
Where was that?
When was that? 2014, mate.
Hey, John Martin's in with his shit jokes. Oh, this is going to be fucking brilliant.
Anyone got any
beard? Is your beard dyed?
Hey? No.
Is your beard dyed?
No, the dye's mostly washed out now.
Oh, God.
What's the dye my beard? I'm over 30. Chris, when you get to my age, you'll be dyeing your beard. You'll be greyer than me.
You're over 30 and you're wearing a top knot.
I'll tell you what. The reason I dye my beard is because it goes bright fucking ginger when it gets long, and because I want to grow it out, I cannot live with a ginger chin strap. I cannot do it.
You know what, John? Get some beard dye, some nice pink or purple or something like that. When you get to Fest at the weekend, put Chandler down and tie-dye his beard. Dip it.
No, what you want to do is put Imac in sun cream and empty out a sun cream bottle, decant some Imac in it, and just go around slapping people like Stu in the face with handfuls of it.
A vape show, mate, you'd get fucking skinned.
You'd run out after 3 people. There's that many fuckers with beards. Be alright. Jimmy, nothing's going to be good if you're there. Fuck off, mate. Oh, I forget this. I have the power.
What power has Chris got, and who thought that was a good idea?
I know.
He's timed out, Jimmy.
I put him in the naughty corner.
There you go. There you go. Reese is to blame for the beard
Reese is taking the blame.
Well, it was her idea, but I was down with it. Mate, I'm getting old, and I'm starting to look old, and grey on top and ginger down there, like no natural hair colour left. Wouldn't be good.
I reckon in 10 years' time, you're going to look like Morticia Adams and Uncle Fester.
Yeah, probably. That's what we're aspiring to.
Depends how long your hair grows, because you might look like Cousin It.
It's not that long. It's only a little bit up there. It's probably about that long when it's not bunched up. It's not
that long. That long is irrelevant because I can't tell what you mean by that. That long past, that long that way, that long from your head.
Yeah, like, it's sort of, it's about like that. Risa says I look like Tinky Winky if I make it stand up.
You should make it stand up.
Didn't Tinky Winky start doing porn?
Probably.
No, just Dipsy with a little knob on his head.
No, one of them ended up doing lesbian porn.
Considering Tinky Winky's a bloke, probably not that one. Are you seriously Googling which Teletubby did?
It was Poe. It was Poe. The actress.
No, it can't be. Poe was played by that Poi who's now on kids' TV as well.
No, they're saying here.
What, Andy Peters?
Andy Peters.
Look, it's on Lad Bible. It's got to be true.
Nah.
It's a reliable source of press, that is.
I'm looking for the Teletubbies actors. I swear it's Poi. Yeah, it is Poi. Poe. She's not she's on CBeebies now still.
What?
She's still on CBeebies. No, she's dropping out lesbian sex videos as well as coming on and talking about, I don't know, in the night garden.
Hardcore.
It's good to see the quality of content hasn't gone anywhere on this show.
Well, you mentioned lesbian porn.
Video name for Poe porn. Oh, apparently
he did a lesbian sex scene in a film. I don't think that counts.
I'm only saying on what I saw on a meme the other day. It was next to one with a man bun.
Clickbait, mate. Clickbait. You've been reeled in like a big.
For a start, I object to the use of the term man bun. It's a gender neutral bun.
Oh, okay. Gender neutral.
Anyone can have a bun.
Well, with that dyed beard and the man bun, you do look gender fluid.
Mate, I look fucking beautiful. All right.
You actually look like I don't know how he referred to himself.
Spit it out, Chris.
I'll find you a picture. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so what are you vaping on, Mark?
We're straight back in. All right.
Me.
Just while I'm trying to find this picture.
I am vaping on the I can't even remember what it's called.
You don't look like him.
The Berserker. And I found some juice the other day. In fact, I found a box of juice the other day.
Oh yeah.
Blue Moon.
I can't see that on potato cameras.
I've vaped some of that before.
It's not too bad.
It's alright, yeah.
And I found about 20 bottles at 12 milligrams, so that's me happy for a week.
You go through 20 10 mils in a week now, do you? The stress is that bad?
I bet I can do... I'm doing 10 mil a day easily.
Yeah,
I'm doing between 2 and 4.
I'm probably on about 5.
Well, I'm doing
crates,
4.
Crates will be available at Fest, Craig. I'm going to do probably 3, and there's also 1 going into the raffle.
What's a crate?
Vulkan Bros loot crates.
Beer comes in. You can't call it that.
I do like beer can.
A loot crate only counts if you don't know the contents.
I can call it what the fuck I like, mate.
Yeah, well, we'll call it
Chris,
hamper.
Stop me calling it that. Stop me calling
Vulcan
it that.
Bros. Vulcan Bros
Do
hamper.
something about it, you gobshite.
Vulcan Bros.
Exactly.
Christmas hamper.
Back in your fucking oversized box. You
Vulcan
fucking
Bros.
chubby Joe 90 cunt.
Christmas hamper.
Who's Inky?
It's a hamper. It's not a loot crate. Loot crate. The whole point of a loot crate is you don't know what you get until you get it. There's no surprise unless you're putting like a signed.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Young Inky Vapor. I'm alright with that.
Who's Inky Vapor?
Inky Vapor. The Inky Vapor.
Who the fuck is
him? What's his first name?
John.
John, his first name is.
That
Risa
fucking narrows it down.
John Chadwick.
We met him at Fest last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we met him at Fest last year, yeah.
Oh,
Risa does all my remembering for me because I'm not intelligent enough to do it myself.
I'm looking him up now.
He's lovely. Really nice bloke. I don't remember his name, but I remember he's nice.
John.
He doesn't even look that much older than you cunt.
Well, that's absolutely fine. Because I still look like a young him.
You'd look older than him if you hadn't dyed your beard.
It's a little bit weird that I've typed Inky Vapor into Google Images, and Jay's vape reviews is one of the first things that come up.
Jay's rape reviews.
I think you searched Stinky Vapor.
I just want to hear more about Jay's rape reviews.
They're good. What's that?
Actually,
I was going to say, if they're anything like his vape reviews, what it'll be is every single rape case that he reviews, he'll say, "Yes, good bit of kit that."
Well, there's a actually, when you say that, I heard that in his accent.
I love Jay.
Yeah.
Jay knows I love him.
He's going to appear on the next series of The Dark Tourist on Netflix.
That was absolutely not shade. Jay knows that I love him. That is just me taking the piss.
What is it with the Dark Tourist?
Oh, it's good. Have you seen it?
Lindsay started watching it, and I watched a few. Huh?
I just jumped to the good ones.
She's watched them all, apparently. I just found it a bit weird.
I went to the ones that I actually understood or knew about, like Jeffrey Dahmer's house, Charles Manson.
Who's Jeffrey Dahmer?
What?
Who's Jeffrey Dahmer?
Max's lookalike. Either I'm saying the wrong name or you have no idea.
I've got no idea.
He's a Milwaukee cannibal. Used to cut people up and do autopsies in his house.
A nice guy then.
Yeah, he's like the Fred West of Milwaukee.
Can I just show you this conversation with Jimmy Parker?
It's how that funny if you can't take it, don't wish it out. It burns people.
Jimmy, you've just turned your 300 seconds into 600, dickwad. And Jimmy, I'm not being funny, mate.
He probably didn't expect me to do that.
If you had half a brain cell in your back pocket, you'd just log into a different Gmail account. But, I won't tell you how to... Anyway.
And I'm also vaping on. I'm kind of switching between two. Death Trap Plastique, and I'm flipping between Hazel Dream.
Ooh.
And Jammy Dodger, Just Jam. No. Caramel Jammy Dodger.
Ooh. How is it? How is it?
It's alright. It's
jammy and dodgery.
It's not as good as Dale's salted caramel cheesecake.
Ooh,
I like that. I like that a lot.
Stu, what are you vaping
on? I've actually only been vaping this one setup for probably about the last 6 weeks, 2 months. It's an Aspire Puxos with a K-Fun Prime on top.
An Aspire what?
Puxos. It's their new all-plastic beta mod. It's like a 34 quid mod and everything's plastic. Still got really nice clicky switches on it and everything. Like the switches are all proper...
Yeah, but
hang on, how the cameras work.
How do you spell it?
Puxos. Puxos.
All right.
Everything that Aspire do is like named after Greek mythology, isn't it? It's something from Greek mythology.
Oh my god! I had this. That. Right.
Yeah, it's Greek mythology. Nautilus, Pegasus, Atlantis.
I literally only got that 2 nights ago. Right, I was bathing Darcy, and she's got sticky jigsaw on the wall, and they're of Disney characters. And this particular one that she was doing was from The Little Mermaid, and I referred to one of the characters with an incorrect name, and I was corrected and told that it was King Triton.
Yeah.
And I was like, Triton. And it was that moment that I actually realised that all the spell was like Nautilus, Triton, Atlantis. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah. And I've only just got that in the past few days. How bad is that?
Yeah, the Aspire kebab's coming out next week. And yeah, in that I've just got V4 Vapor Energy Drink, which has become my all-day vape the last few weeks. I've no idea why, but it's just what I've been wanting to vape.
All about the mint.
And then I've got
mint.
The mint is nice, but Age of Steam doesn't stock the mint. Age of Steam only stocks some of their flavours, so I can't get the mint more readily available. Oh, I've got to wait now. I'm not allowed to say the other thing I'm vaping on.
I found a load of pre-TPD stuff, and I'm choked. Stuff that I had to take off the shelves at work. Literally, V4 for days.
Nice.
You can send me some.
It's like Christmas.
It's wicked for after lung juice, Chris.
You can, yeah. Well, you can send some alongside that juice you were supposed to send me 3 months ago.
And I've also got a little tank for you as well.
Ooh.
Joe, the tank that we're talking about. I didn't remember it was so bad. There's no air control on it. There's no airflow control on it.
Oh. What else you vaping on, Stu?
I've got a mishmash of Vulcan stuff. So the tube is one of the new limited edition blackouts, which are coming out at Fest. But I've got the brass button housing off of my engraved one. Is that going to focus, or is it just going to be a bell end? I don't think it's going to focus, is it? I can't tell if it's focused or not. And then I've got the new prototype AFC cap, which is like a slammed version of the alpha cap with an airflow control. We will be showing these to people at Fest, but they're not getting released for a little while yet. But
I've got one. I've got one.
You've got 2, haven't you? No, you've got 1. Yeah,
I've got 2.
You got 2?
I've got stainless one.
One or 2. You've got some.
I've got. They're in the house. I've actually been using them, but I've got this to hand.
Yeah, it comes with a 510 adapter as well, which is really, really useful because with it being slammed, it's quite good for when the RDA's being used with a squonk pin. So we thought we'd do a 510 adapter with it as well, so that it kind of fits more into that sort of squonky, lower temperature kind of format as well. You've done a good job on that, Chris. It's not bad at all.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you know, all my ideas, but whatever.
First time for everything.
Credit where credit's due, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And me and Chris are a fucking team. We're an incredible vaping team. We make.
I wouldn't say incredible. I've yet to dye my beard and join the incredible part, but
mate, your hair's nearly long enough to tie back. You'll be dyeing your beard this time next year. You'll be here. You'll be here eventually.
Look at that. I can tie it up.
Like Alpha.
It looks like the baby off Incredibles.
We'll look like Daphne and Celeste.
Oh, Daphne and Celeste.
Ooh, sticky.
Didn't they get bottled off? Didn't they get bottled off stage at Reading?
They piss bottled, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that, Daphne and Celeste? Sticky.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I think they did a cover of that. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind, Mickey.
Hey, Mickey.
I don't know why I sung that in like that woman that sings that Fast and Furious song from Tokyo Drift.
Oh yeah, and on that setup, I've got Surf balanced, which is what Mark's got on his hat.
You mean in that setup?
Yeah, Sverf. No, on that setup because it's an RDA. On, not in.
You know what? The snapbacks are
Wait,
amazing. The hats are amazing. I've never tried the juices though.
Yeah, their hats are really good. Their juices are fucking fantastic. Seriously, seriously good. This is like a coconut cream, but it's got like a buttery sort of flavour to it. So, but it's for sale in the UK, so it's obviously not thingy. It's obviously not diacetyl that gives it its buttery flavour.
Got coconut in it, man.
Yeah, coconut cream. It's fucking lovely, man. It's really, really nice. The best one, though, the best one is Satisfying, the raspberry dragon fruit iced tea. And I think Chris should try that because I think he would fucking spunk on it.
Is it Satisfying? What flavour is it?
It's raspberry dragon fruit iced tea. It's got Chris written all over it. Well, it hasn't. It's got Surf written all over it.
Called?
Satisfying.
I know it's Satisfying, but what's it called?
Satisfying.
I know it's.
It's called Satisfying, Chris.
Yeah, I showed my eldest dude. Where's my car the other day? Mark,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Scratching my head, but I can't hear with my headphones off, so I'm half listening.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I might try it. I mean, I've actually been trying.
Hang on.
Oh well, we've gone down from 6 viewers to 5. Someone's rage quit. I mean, to be fair, Jimmy, I mute vaguely vaping related podcast every time you open your mouth. So
I think that's tickled Stu.
yes,
I just replied, bless.
he's like, oh, I expected him to beg me to come back. I mean, have you seen 13 Reasons Why?
If he's not watching, he doesn't know you're abusing him.
I'll have to inbox him.
Josh Cook says Satisfying is gorgeous. He's a man of good taste. He's coming to Vape Fest.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I am vaping since no one gives a fuck.
We don't.
Billet box, 45 milligram.
This is why we don't care.
Whoa.
This is exactly why we don't care. It hasn't changed in over a year, Chris.
It has. I've been using this as much as the billet box. Equally.
Because now he pays for his juice.
Oh, the Sprite.
I love it. It's brilliant.
Oh, I forgot to tell mine. My new pickup.
This is actually fucking amazing. It takes the BVC coils, which are the same ones I use in my billet box. It's got adjustable AFC somewhere.
Did I ever show you my billet box now that I finished it?
No.
Brass countersunk button, JMK low profile brass tip, and doors from Craig Nichols.
Nah.
And these doors that Craig made me, you can see the screen through them.
Yeah, he's still not made me any.
Well, he doesn't
You
like
can
you as
on
much as he likes me. Why would he?
Can on mine. You can't see it with the brightness right up on my monitor.
Do you use it much, Stu?
I go through phases with it, to be honest. I'll go through phases where it's like what I use all day, and then I'll kind of put it down and not touch it for a couple of weeks. At the moment, I haven't used it for a couple of weeks because I've basically been exclusively mouth to lung for the last couple of months. So
I've been using this Sprite from full charge to dead battery every day, on top of using the billet box. And I have
Really?
2 different Nick Salt flavours in it, and just mix and match. Whenever I feel like some Cactus Punch, I have some Cactus Punch, and whenever I feel like whatever's in the other one, I'll have some of that.
Do you know what? Just had Nick do a lot of really fucking stellar flavours, and Cactus Punch is one that they always push quite hard, and it always seems to be quite popular. And of all the absolutely stellar flavours that they do, it's the one that I cannot get behind.
I liked it to start. I liked it to start with, but then it's sort of, after a little while, it sort of tastes a bit samey. But then when you leave it to steep, because I added my own nicotine to it. I got it sent 0 and I did my own Nixol. But so straight off the bat, it's nice. But when you leave it for a month, it's fucking incredible.
The problem I face is that I don't like anything cucumbery tasting, and the cactus concentrate tastes cucumbery.
I disagree. I don't actually get any cucumber.
How can you disagree with what I like, you knobhead?
No, you said it tastes. I think it tastes cucumbery, and I'm telling you,
the cactus flavour concentrate does taste cucumbery.
I am allowed to disagree that I believe that I think it doesn't. I don't think it tastes cucumber.
Yeah, I mean, by so admitting that you've got a shit palate, but sure.
Oh, shut up, you fucking knob breath.
I'm the same. I don't like anything that tastes cucumbery.
And you think cactus bunch tastes cucumbery?
I've never tried it.
Okay.
I love cucumber, but I don't think it tastes cucumbery.
No, you love cum.
Right, I like cucumber. I will quite happily sit and eat cucumber on a cheese sandwich, or insert a cucumber and then eat it afterwards. I've got no issue with a...
You stick a cucumber up Lindsay and put out a gherkin.
What, from last week's McDonald's?
I've got no issue with cucumber as a fruit. It's no issue at all. But do you know when people drink cucumber water or cucumber?
I'll stop you there. Have you tried
as a flavour? Cucumber as a flavour.
Have you tried the M&S cucumber and mint water?
No, I wouldn't buy it.
It's amazing.
Fucking donkey spunk, mate. It's disgusting. I went to a restaurant where they served cucumber water once. Pete, I'm actually on the vape shell, but actually no, I haven't got the vape shell at the moment. I have a vape shell, but I don't have the mouth to lung adapter for it.
See, I've got
but the vape shell is very good.
I drink a lot of Hendrix, which has cucumber in it, and it's fucking. You serve it with cucumber, and it's fucking beautiful.
Honestly, it's like. It's one of those flavours that just fucking goes through me. I just cannot stand the flavour of cucumber. I would rather have you in my mouth.
You've had me in your mouth.
Chris, can you turn your audio down a little bit? You're feeding back.
Oh, turn the sound down.
Yeah.
How's that?
There's only... Yeah, that seems alright. There's only one thing worse than cucumber in water or cucumber in, and that's pineapple on pizza.
Oh, fuck off, Mark.
See, we all disagree with that.
It's wrong.
Don't be stupid. It's already got one fruit on it. What harm does another fruit do?
You're on drugs, mate.
It's like people that put rings of pineapple on gammon. What the fuck's wrong with you? Eggs belong on gammon. Pineapple rings don't.
No, pineapple and gammon is shit. No. But pineapple on pizza is amazing.
No. No. And do you know when you go for a sweet and sour chicken at Chinese and you see half a fucking pineapple floating in it?
Oh no, that's horrible. That's horrible.
The worst part about sweet and sour, if it's not made right, it tastes like vinegar.
My favourite pizza of all time. Do you remember when? Yep, that's definitely horrible. Do you remember when Pizza Hut used to do that the edge pizza, where it was like a giant square pizza and the toppings went all the way to the edge? It had no crust, with a really thin base. I used to order one of those with Cajun chicken, sweet corn and pineapple, and it was my all-time favourite pizza.
Stu,
right, I wish to God that they still made it.
I want to source the spicy meat that they used to put on their pizza. I don't know if they still do it. I've not had Pizza Hut.
The ground beef stuff.
Yeah, from Pizza Hut.
They still do it.
I'd punch my mum for a bag of that.
It's beautiful. I don't think it's ever seen a beef in its life, but it's fucking beautiful.
Oh, it's so good. It's good. When you get those little seeds in them, whatever the seed is.
Mark, thank you, Jay, leaning on Jay's vape reviews opinion. He just thinks that pineapple on pizza is a good bit of kit. What? How are you leaning on his opinion of it?
To be fair, no one's ever bought anything based on the opinion of Jay's vape reviews. I can't get over this limp wrist, lift up the base of the bottle. What's that all about?
It's because these Asda pop bottles are made of really soft plastic, and it just flops if you don't support it when you're drinking it.
It's just a limp wrist.
I'm doing that.
Right, show of hands. 1, if you think pineapple is wrong on hot food. 2, if you
Hang
think...
on. What do you think you're doing, moving the goalpost? We're talking about pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, because I disagree with pineapple on gammon, but I don't disagree with it on pizza.
Okay, pineapple on pizza. Pineapple on pizza. 1, if you think it's wrong. 2, if you think it's perfectly acceptable, and you can fuck off.
Thanks, Linz.
I'm having a vote as well then. Oh, I can't time him out.
We can time Jay's vape reviews out though. Good day, good Ant. Come on, lads.
And Dolan's going down in a blaze of tropical glory.
Anyway, what we're talking about, Stu?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. Pineapple on pizza. Thought this was Pineapple Talk UK.
Badger. I thought it was Chris.
It's like fucking 1984, isn't it? The Thought Police.
Thou shalt not have an opinion in my courtroom.
Bananas. Now, bananas is another one that's absolutely wrong. The smell, the taste, the texture, everything about bananas is wrong.
There was a guy at my work who got banana on a pizza, and that was wrong. And then the fucker had strawberry on a pizza another time.
Hey, this is what Jay's saying.
I quite like banana flavoured things, but I'm not massively keen on bananas.
Talking of banana stuff, I've done that 60ml that geezer sent me from Knights Vape, Sam. Smashed that 60ml in that new AFC cap. I tentatively say Stu designed.
We designed, Chris. We designed.
We designed. Yeah. In that,
just tell the truth. It doesn't have to be you or me. It can just be us.
A third open. Just smashed it.
And does it taste
still
like
got a
McDonald's
10 mil
milkshake?
It does. It does and it doesn't. If you taste it, like if you vape huge amounts and you get the condensation build up in your mouth, it gets a bit too excessively menthol. But I like menthol. It doesn't get excessively menthol as in like it tastes bad. It's just it tastes more icy than it does banana. Does that make sense?
So Stu, the idea of this milkshake is a creamy banana-y milkshake, but with a touch of colada.
Yeah, it tastes.
Yeah, that can definitely work. There was a company that made a juice called Nice Cream that were ice cream flavours like that. They were like ice cream based, and then they had a tiny touch of colada in them just to make it taste a bit more like natural ice cream.
Honestly, it is so good. It tastes just like a banana milkshake.
I put, you know those frosty Nick shots that everyone's doing now? I put one of them in, or a customer put one of them in his bottle of Hakucho a couple of weeks ago. And that was surprisingly decent.
Are they the
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Were they the ones from Dr. Frost, or...?
No, they were the Headshots ones from Juice Source, I think.
They are banging. They are the best ones I've tried yet.
They're so cold. The Just Nick It ones are very good as well. The Just Nick It ones are really good.
I've not tried the Just Nick It ones. I didn't even know they did them.
Yeah, they've not long brought them in.
The ones from Juice Source, I think, are absolutely incredible.
They are fantastic, yeah. Juice Source are really starting to get their shit together these days, aren't they?
I've always had a lot of time for Juice Source. You know,
I've always really liked... I've always really liked all the guys at Juice Source, but the juices they've always been very good flavours, but I've never been able to vape them with any kind of habit because they've always been too sweet for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like I've always liked them and liked their products, but I've never really been a regular user of their products because they were always such a sweetness overload for me that I couldn't. But since V4 came out, I now vape Juice Source juice pretty much all the time.
Yeah. Have you tried Have you tried their V4? Excuse me, their V4 short fills?
Mate, I was just about to get round to that. Their Vimto V4 short fill with one of their cool shots in it, fucking incredible, mate. Absolutely incredible.
Is it not too strong? I know because I use their cool shots in our Cloudy Lemonade. When they first come in, it was like, ooh, and I put 2 in there, and honest to God, it put me on my arse. I cannot at that concentration level. I cannot do 2 cool shots. I have to do one normal.
Yeah, in a 120, I would say 1 normal and one cool shot.
But in a 60, I'd have to use half.
Yeah, Ant says the same thing. Felt like that with their marmalade. Good flavour, but well too sweet.
Yeah, I pasted the when that marmalade first came out. I pasted the shit out of it, and then I think it was the lime. Did they do a lime? Did they do a
lime marmalade? They did a lime marmalade on toast. Yeah, that came out at Fest last year.
The lime and the orange was incredible. But I can't vape them anymore.
They're delicious flavours, but they're just the sweetener level is. The thing is, for some people, there cannot be enough sweetener in juice, and for other people, there is a very set limit, and anything that goes over that limit, you can't vape it. And that was my problem. Was it's like, oh, this is delicious, and then by the time I get halfway down the bottle, I feel like I'm diabetic, and I just have to stop. You know, it's like it doesn't make it good or bad juice. It just makes it juice that I can't vape a lot of.
Oh, I've got a customer, and all she vapes is their lemon
Trip.
Lemon Trip. That is all she vapes, and I bet she's been vaping that for 18 months straight, and that's all she will vape. Lemon Trip, week in, week out, by clockwork, Friday afternoon. You know she's going to come in, you know she's going to buy it. She's down to a single nick shot in it, but it's just too darn sweet for me.
I honestly think, to be honest, with those flavours, you could probably get away with cutting them with a bit of pure VG and then adding a nick shot. To be honest, and that would probably just level them off just enough.
There's something in all juice sources, and I always refer to it affectionately. Affectionately, there's nothing, no harm in this.
Is it okay? Is it okay? Yeah. All right.
What happened?
She just dropped literally the most expensive setup we own. It's her pride and joy, to be fair.
I always refer to juice sources, juice's baby sick. Now that's not an offensive. Well, I suppose it is offensive, but
George would probably be offended.
I don't intend on it, but it's just that there is that from the sweetness. There's just a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things, though, isn't it? Like, I think, you know, we're all sort of old enough and grown enough and experienced enough now in this industry to know that outside of quality control, there's no such thing as good juice or bad juice. It's juice that people like and juice that people don't like.
Yeah.
And different people like different shit. You know, Juice Source has got a huge following, and their juice is the apple of the eye of some people. You know, some people can't live without it. In the same way that TYV juice, you know, you've got people out there that say that TYV juice is shit, and then you've got people out there that say that TYV juice is literally the best juice to ever fucking be put into a bottle. And it's like, it is what it is, you know. You like what you like.
That's it.
No one's really going to get offended if you don't like their juice.
No, not at all. you know, we've got quite a lot in our line, and I know our lines aren't for everyone, but we've tried to be different and tried to aim for everyone. But I'm not offended if someone says to me, "I think you're juicy shit," then fair play.
Yeah, I think your opinion's shit. Crack on.
Anyway, my new pickup. I forgot to mention this earlier.
Oh yeah.
I don't know whether to show it.
I didn't realise that's what you were talking about. Oh, the Blue Ace.
The Blue Ace, and you know
The
what?
The question is it Ace?
It's alright.
Or should it have been called the Blue Marginally Acceptable?
It's better than that.
Yeah. Now, I've had a vape on one. They use a very similar coil head to the Joytech BF coil.
They don't.
And internally it is. It's a bottom juice inlet vertical coil.
Yeah. Do you know if you put the Joytech coil in...
No, they don't fit. They're not compatible.
They do, because that's what that is. Because I use one to try.
Oh, really?
It actually fits. Oh, piss!
No way! Oh, you just tipped that, didn't you? To go over your keyboard as well. Good job it's a membrane.
It's not.
Well, think about if it had gone on my keyboard.
It's a 200 quid keyboard.
Well, mine would have been that when it was new, but mine's also mechanical, so it can actually break from liquid.
But yeah, this is actually it's the 316 0.6 MTL from Joytech.
Because now you see, what I did was I held one of those coils next to one of their coils.
My keyboard's going haywire, and
yes.
Hang on.
Okay, I'm hanging on.
Voice is typing everything I say.
What's it typing it into?
Stop it! This is seriously not funny.
No, it is really quite funny. Unplug your keyboard and wipe it down.
I can't hear anything. Hang on. I'm going to try and sort this out. Give me 2 seconds. Where's Chris when you need him?
Oh, this is brilliant. I'll keep telling people about this Blue Ace for you while you're sorting all your shit out.
I think I must have hit a shortcut.
So basically, what I did was I held up the Joytech BF coil against the coil that comes in the Blue Ace, and they are different sizes. I can't hear a word
of what Stuart's saying. I can see his lips moving. And oh, what the hell's going on? Stop.
Hang on.
Alexa, stop. Why have I... Who's Michael O'Connor? What? Ah!
This is great.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't even know. Right, anyone that uses a Mac, does anyone know how to stop that from happening?
Hang on. I'm going to look this up for him.
I'm guessing when I run
turn
my keyboard...
off voice control, Mac.
No, because... Oh my god. This isn't even
F5.
funny.
Mark, it's F5.
Oh, it's down
apparently.
here now. Done. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
I can hear you.
Yay!
I can hear you. Is everything okay?
Focus on my god.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay. Focus on my... That sounds like something from a Final Fantasy game.
Oh, shit.
So what I was trying to do there, Mark, was be really professional and tell everyone about about your vape while you were out of action. What I instead ended up doing is mostly laughing at you.
What was I saying? What were we saying?
Blue Ace coils. The BF coils do work.
Yeah, they do work. They do work. But when you're showing them off, don't tip them because you'll piss juice all over your keyboard.
Yeah. No, what I was saying is when I got one out of the packet, I compared the coil to a BF coil, and because it was a different size, I assumed it wouldn't fit.
It's a little bit longer, but it They definitely work.
Sound? That's fucking great.
I'm happy with that because I've got about 200 of them at work. And
Wonder if it's Joytech manufacturing it for Blue, because obviously Blue don't do any of their own manufacturing.
It's definitely a Blue. Definitely a Joytech. You can tell by the feel, the design.
To be fair, JWell make coils that are compatible with Joytech devices as well. Loads of people rip off Joytech. So, have you seen the latest? Because you know it wouldn't be me on this show without me talking smack about Smark. Have you seen the latest thing that they've done now?
The little mouth to lung thing.
No. So do you know that they've officially withdrawn the Baby Beast?
Have they?
Yeah. So the coils are obviously still being made for it, but they've officially withdrawn the Baby Beast tank. Do you know why?
Because they're shit.
Because there's now 4 other manufacturers that I know of, probably more, but there's at least 4 other manufacturers that make Baby Beast compatible coils that are cheaper than Baby Beast coils and last longer. So Smark's answer to this is to just completely withdraw the tank. It doesn't come with any of their setups now. Any of their current range of setups. Fucking smarmy cunts, aren't they?
But at least it's gotten rid of shit coils off the market.
Well, no, because they're still making the coils and people are still stocking the coils because they don't know any better. People don't realise. The E-Leaf HW coils, the HW2 and the HW3, they fit in the Baby Beast, they last twice as long, they're a quid cheaper, you never need to buy a Smock coil again. They're fucking brilliant.
Them HWs are brilliant.
They're really, really good. I have absolutely no idea how Smock have managed to get away with it for as long as they have.
You know what? I'm going back now. Go back to the M80. He's looking round. You know, the M80 had its problems. It was a decent mod. They released the what was it? The TFE4, wasn't it? Which was the first cloudy tank.
Yeah, that was just after the Kanga sub-tank.
Yeah, the coils weren't great, but they were all right. You know, they were probably the first coil that we used up to sort of 80, 90 a watt.
Craig Nichols says, why is Mark vaping a nose hair trimmer? It does look like a nose hair trimmer.
You know what? That's actually a perfect size as well.
Oh, Mark, stop it. Stop it, you
actually
fucking
really
animal.
good.
You're going to put that in your mouth again now? Oh, Mark.
It's better than pineapple.
Is it? KFC, Damon. He went to KFC. He's hungry.
I think he's gone to chase the window salesman out of his house.
Either that or he's finally had a delivery and he's setting up his new toy. I sent him a care package, didn't I? So, with any luck, he's sorting that out.
What did you send him?
So long story short, the blackouts had to go through a second process after they were Cerakoted. And,
Who'd you use FMJ?
Yeah, Mark, he's very, very good. He's very, very, very good, and he sourced a colour specifically for me. So the colour that I'm getting is not
black.
It's the colour that you will see on the blackouts is not your typical black Cerakote.
Right.
It's very hard to appreciate on camera, but it's basically a chalkboard black. You can kind of see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I could literally take a piece of chalk and write on it. It's like an actual chalkboard finish. So when they had to go through a second process after they were Cerakoted, and a couple of them got damaged. So we've got, out of the run of 50, I think we lost 4, maybe 5. And so I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to sell these because I don't sell Bs. You know, that's always been a thing with us. We won't sell B grades. So I figured, like, what can I do with them? And I thought, well, you know, Chris kind of deserves one. He does do quite a lot for us. So I thought I'd mail him one. And they're not even that bad a shape. It's like really, really minor little things on them. But I just, you know, it's a premium product at the end of the day. I'd feel like a cunt if I charged somebody for one that wasn't perfect.
The fucking salesman is still in my house. He got there at 8 o'clock. He got there at 7 o'clock.
But has your package arrived yet?
No.
That's fucking bullshit, man. DPD are a bunch of cunts. That's Jimmy, that is, I guarantee you. He's probably put you on a list before he left.
Chris was on a list already.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for those of you that don't know, which is everyone apart from Mark and Stu, last year a bloke came and knocked on the door and asked whether she would do a survey about radio usage. And she thought it'd be funny to say, yeah, my other half will do it. He'll be back tomorrow at this time. She was out. So I got a knock on the door for this strange man who tells me I've been signed up for this thing. And it wasn't a survey. He spent 2 hours talking bollocks to me about radio. And then he gave me a diary that I had to fill out in order for the survey to be complete. He gave me £5 compensation. But after the conversation, throughout that conversation, I asked obviously very invasive questions like I always do. And it turned out he only gets paid if I complete that diary. So I felt bad and gave him my £5 incentive. Said, you keep it, pal. So I did that, and it's been bugging me ever since. Well, a salesman knocked on the door earlier, offering us windows and doors. So I signed her up to do with it. I went in there to check and make sure she hadn't been murdered by him. But yeah, 2 hours, 20 minutes later, he's still there, pricing it out.
So how long were you gone? You had a threesome, you came back?
Yeah.
Quality.
So what did I miss?
Mark had a bit of a moment.
Yeah, you have to watch that back, Chris. So I poured juice all over my keyboard, and as I'm wiping the keyboard, it decided to put itself into voice activation mode, which killed all my audio and typed everything I said.
You fucking cunt.
Yeah,
It really was quite funny.
Yeah, and everything I said didn't make sense.
The last thing is when I'm wiping the keys on my MacBook, and I press Siri and about 55 other things. Yassos from Greece. What does that mean?
Hi, I guess.
Oh yeah, Dino's in Greece, isn't he?
How's it?
Hi Dino.
How's the economy?
He probably flew business class.
So, this weekend then?
Oh fuck yeah, we got to go out this weekend, haven't we?
Gotta leave the ass.
Are you going, Chris? Oh, better mute him then. He's got no opinion.
I'm sure you'd be there if you could be there.
I'm honestly gutted I can't go. Like, really gutted.
Can't you jump in a car with Rick?
I live 3 or 4 hours north of Rick.
Well, get Rick to come and pick you up.
If you can arrange it, I'll be there, mate. Now, I've got to cover a shift Saturday. I'm working late Friday. No chance.
So,
unfortunately. But
Stu, you're releasing your new product this weekend,
Bowls.
which is the Blackout.
Yes, sir, we are.
Anything else being released whilst you're there?
Well, we did a soft release of a couple of new products at Doncaster, but the first time they're actually properly coming out is at Fest. So shit, I wasn't prepared. Have you got a V-sling at hand? Where's my one?
that's very strange, Stu.
Oh yeah.
Your breasts have got smaller, but your stomach has got a little bigger.
Weird, I know. Really strange. So, the V-Wick cotton, which I haven't got a bag of. Not that's actually got cotton in it. Dolan, yeah, you've got a bag with no label on it. Those are the bags with no labels on. I've got, hang on. That's what a bag looks like with a label on. That's what it looks like when it's actually got a label on it, but it has cotton in it. These ones don't have any cotton in them. Right. Oh, what's that smell? Oh, it's you dry burning. Fucking hell, shit me up then. Thought something was on fire.
What?
So, the V-Wick is getting officially released at Fest. That'll be the first proper launch of that. So that's our new cotton cellulose blend.
Should have called it
little guys. These little guys, I cannot get used to this camera. They're actually being done in different colours. This was a sample that was made for me by the lovely man in Belgium that makes them, a guy called Tom Impens from Gadged.
From Gadged?
He Gadged, G-A-D-G 3D.
Oh, I thought you said gashed, as in like...
No.
Gashed. Vagina.
We're going to have these in navy and red, and in straight red, because obviously all of our merch is either in navy or red, or a combination of navy and red.
Are you going to see the bird? Red.
It's black. It's laser engraved.
Oh, I thought that was printed on.
No, it's laser burned into it.
Nice.
And then obviously the blackout. So the blackout is it's custom cerakoted in the UK by FMJ Firearms, who are a very well known and respected Cerakote company. But he actually went to the trouble of sourcing a specific Cerakote for us. So normally when you get black Cerakote, I was hoping Chris would have his so that he could see this, because he'd be able to verify what I'm saying. But DPD have let us down.
I'm going to go double check in case she has got it and not told me.
Okay, that'd be great. That sounds wonderful. So he went to the trouble of finding a very specific Cerakote for us, where normally when you get black Cerakoted products, it's like that bobbly kind of, it's almost got like a plasticky, grainy sort of texture to it. Reminds you of things like computer cases and stuff like that. But this stuff that he's found for us is a really fucking incredibly, and I really cannot quite describe to you just how flat it is, matte chalkboard finish. I was getting to that, Craig. Bloody hell, mate. So he's managed to find this very specific Cerakote that we were after, and I had seen it on some other stuff, but you very seldom come across it, and I was really dead set that I wanted this specific Cerakote, and he's managed to find it, and he's done an absolutely beautiful job. So normally what you'll get is, whereas you can see that my RDA is obviously brass and my button housing is brass and has engraving on it, you'll normally get a flat button housing in completely black, much more like that one that Risa's got, although she's also not got the alpha on. Well, she has got an alpha, but she's also got the AFC cap on there. And then you'll get 2 caps with your alpha. The standard cloud cap, which is the 3.5 by 5.5 airflow, and then the flavour cap, which is the little thin, tiny airflow slot for restricted lung.
Oh, well.
That's the cloud. That's the cloud cap, I think. I think that's a cloud cap you've got there. Yeah, that looks like a cloud cap.
Okay.
The flavour cap's even smaller than that. And yeah, you'll get that all together as a package deal. We've had some really nice packaging made for it. The guy that does our cardboard tubes that we put our mods in, you know, they normally come in like brown cardboard tubes with a brown wrap around them. He's done us some special black ones with brass caps, and then they've got like a really nice adhesive backed printed vinyl that wraps around them to seal them shut. Nice. So they look super sexy. The RDA comes in like one of those nice black felt bags. You know, it's just, we've kind of just premiumed it all up a little bit. Spent a bit of time just polishing it up a bit, premiuming it up a bit. You know, that's kind of what we've been doing while we've been quiet, is just kind of getting our house in order. We had a lot go wrong at the start of last year when we first went into business, and we had to spend a lot of time fixing stuff from that. And kind of now that we've got it all right, we're in a position where we can now launch a product like this, which is more refined. It's been looked after properly. It's got a lot more deeper QC done on it, you know, a lot more hand finishing done on it, that kind of thing. So it's going to be really sweet. And then the amazing Craig Nichols, and fuck knows how he's found the time to do it, because he's got so much going on right now. But Craig has stepped in and done a little engineering job for us. So the flavour cap, because it's a very restricted lung hit, it's not for everyone. And we identified that the flavour cap was going to sell far less than the cloud cap. So obviously we now don't need as many flavour caps as we've got cloud caps. So we've actually taken away a portion of our flavour caps and sent them to Craig, and he's tapped them out, burred them, polished them, and turned them into a 4.5mm radial airflow hole. So they've actually got a giant. So that we're calling that the competition cap, the comp cap, and that's actually got like the biggest airflow of all of our caps. It's fucking huge, and it is. Somehow it's actually still not like mega airy, but it's a massive hole in there. So the product lineup's actually quite expansive now. You know, there's 5 juices, there's the 2 standard finishes of the modern RDA, there's the premium finish for the modern RDA, there's the whole clothing line, there's the wick, there's the pouches. It's like it's getting, there's going to be quite a lot to show people. You know, are they 3.9mm? Okay, I thought they were 4.5, but apparently they're 3.9mm. Don't know my own products. I'm the shittest businessman in the world. I don't know my own products. We had a few conversations about how big they were going to end up being, and I thought it ended up being 4.5, but Craig knows better. Seeing as he's the guy that doesn't. But yeah, like, it's actually come to a point now where we've got fucking loads of cool stuff. And the biggest and best thing that's happened is, when we set out to make this, we wanted to focus more on the newer battery technologies. So the idea was that it will use an 18650, but it's not really what it's made for. What it's made for is 2700s and 21700s, because that's kind of what we wanted to focus on. And when those batteries first came out, as you know, the 2700s were terrible. They hit really soft and they didn't last very long. They didn't really have anything good to say about them other than that they could take quite decent ampage. And then the beige ones came out and they were a bit better, but still not great. But the Samsung 30T and 40T are here now. They have landed. Shops have had them in and had them back out of stock again. Stock is starting to reappear here and there now. And the 30Ts hit fucking brilliantly. All the time I had this doubt in the back of my head of, did I design a mod that doesn't hit very hard? No, I didn't design a mod that doesn't hit very hard, it turns out. We just needed the battery technology to make it do what it was meant to do. Yeah. And it's fucking brilliant, seriously. Like,
so we can actually put a 0.1 build in now.
And get 0.1 performance. I mean, I've been vaping this for the whole show, and like, it's not fucking around, and that's only a 0.13, you know? Yeah. They're serious batteries. They really, really do the business. Dino, no, we're standing on our own Vape Fest, mate. We've got a little 3x3. So you're more than welcome to come and see us, come and chill out with us, mate. You know, you've always got a place anywhere that we're at, buddy. So if you want to come down, look for us. We've got our own signage and everything, so you'll be able to see us. But I guess that's another thing that I should probably talk about as well. Like, we've done a lot of shared events with TYV. TYV really helped us kind of get off the ground. You know, Dale manufactures the juice for us, and he's been a great source of advice, and he's really helped me out a lot. But, you know, we're a year in now, we're a bit older, we're a bit wiser, we're a bit more aware of our place, of what we're doing, of what we're good at, of what we're not so good at and need to improve on. And so it's quite important for us now to kind of go out and do a few events on our own now, you know, not be seen as that brand that's always with TYV, but actually kind of earn our own reputation, be seen to stand on our own 2 feet. So Vape Fest being kind of my favourite vape event, it was really important to me that we stood for us at Vape Fest and represented ourselves. Before any conjecture starts flying around, me and Dale are still very good friends, and we still regularly are in contact. He still manufactures my juice for me. It is literally just a case of we wanted to go out and stand on our own and be seen to be standing on our own. So yeah, you will see us actually on our own stand, not sharing with TYV for this one.
Are you excited
Thanks,
about
Pops.
this one?
More excited than usual, actually. Yeah. It's my first time standing Fest, and like I said, you know, I say this every year. Fest is my favourite event.
Did you stand Fest last year? Oh no,
I worked for Endless. I worked for Endless at last year's Fest. Yeah, because we just started Vulkan then, but all we had was prototypes. We had no production products. And I said to Paul and to Tom when I did that, you know, look, this will probably be the last event I'll be able to do with you guys because, you know, once my stuff arrives, it's not really going to be in either of our best interests to have me, you know, working on the stand. And besides that, I'll be too busy working on my own stuff. So yeah, it was kind of always known that the last fest that I did with Endless was going to be my last event with Endless. But yeah, like to be doing my favourite event with my company that I've been working hard over this last year to kind of turn into something, with no shortage of help from, you know, people like that and lots of other really incredible people that have really had our backs. It's a big sense of achievement. It feels a bit like a homecoming, you know, so it's a pretty big deal for us. I think I'm more on the nervous side of excited at the moment, but you know,
you see, for me, the thing is with shows, every show we've ever done, our first ones we did alone. I've done a couple with Dale, we've done a couple with TYV, we've stood with you as well with TYV.
Yeah. Expo last year.
Yeah. For me, I've shied away from shows this year. We wanted to do Stuttgart, but unfortunately, as people well know, I'm a very last minute kind of guy.
Didn't have your shit together.
Really didn't.
Stuttgart was very expensive, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. We've done no shows this year, none at all. And I'm hoping that we will be at Fest.
I'm hoping you'll be at Fest.
Standing just with Jeffries, just to let people have a taste and let people have a play. No promises. I'm trying to make it happen. Obviously, I don't have a lot of time to get it working. So fingers crossed, I will be there. But no, for me, Fest is very much the social calendar of the year. You know, for me, if you make money out of Fest, you make money. If you don't, you don't. You know, I don't care, to be honest. It's very much a social.
I think vendors have kind of all come to that conclusion, haven't they? That, like, for some of them, making money is an inevitability. You know, like Dale's never going to go there and not end up on the deal. You know, Burr's never going to go there and not end up on the deal.
No.
Did you hear one of Reese's very elaborate sneezes then?
I did. It sounded like an orgasm.
How loud was it on the mic?
Yeah, relatively.
It was pretty.
I thought she was advertising one of your juice brands.
Fuck off, mate.
It sounded like Hacker. Chew.
She really enunciates her sneezes. She normally does little ones and just goes chew
with a little flick on the end.
Chew. I sort of went a bit Italian then for a second.
Was it the arm?
Yeah.
So then, a quick show of hands. How many of you guys are attending this weekend? I know. Unfortunately, Chris can't make it. I'm trying. I assume Reese is going.
Risa will be there. Yeah, we've got a massive staff for the size of our stand.
Really?
Yeah. It's really, really strange. We've got a few friends that are coming with us who have all said, you know, look, we'll work if you need cover, but and we've kind of said to them, well, we probably won't need cover, but yeah, well, considering that we're in a 3x3, there's about 12 or 14 of us.
Christ.
Obviously, there'll only be 2 in the tent at a time because you won't fit any more than 2 in the tent at a time. So
Sam, if you go, you will never be all alone. There'll always be plenty of people. If anyone goes and they're all alone, come and find either me or Stu or anyone else. You know,
exactly.
Chandler will be there, Jimmy will be there. Go introduce yourselves. Make sure you say, hi, my name is, because 9 times out of 10 we've got no idea who you are.
When are vape events going to start giving out name badges?
Agreed.
Like, when is it going to... You know those Hi, My Name Is, the red and white ones?
Yeah.
They should be standard at vape events.
They really should.
It would save so much confusion. Or everybody should have to wear their profile picture as a mask. That would also make it a lot easier. And you know what? It would also be really, really funny for A, all these fucking idiots that only have profile pictures with Snapchat filters on, and B, all these fucking idiots who only have profile pictures of their kids on, and C, all these fucking idiots that only have profile pictures of their pets on. All of those people would look really fucking stupid walking around with a full body picture of a cat stuck to their face.
Or those that use a profile picture of those taken 10, 15 years ago, so people don't recognise them.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to see something else cool? That just reminded me. I just got a little flash of it.
Hang on.
Which way do I have to rotate my head? Go on, focus. Focus on me, you cunt.
Ah. Is that something being added to the lineup, or?
Right. Yes and no. Do you know This Is Cass, the YouTube reviewer?
Yes.
Yes. Caspian is a good friend of mine. Very, very good friend of mine. And also a fantastic YouTube reviewer, so if anybody's into YouTube reviews, go and check him out. This is Cass on YouTube. Plug done. His missus makes cast resin plugs and jewellery and accessories and stuff. She's got an Etsy shop called Doriana's Den. I think they're on Facebook as well. And they actually made those for me as a gift, which I thought was really fucking sweet of them. She made me 2 of them, one in size 16, which I've got in at the minute, and one in size 18 for when it stretches up to the next gauge. But she did say if anybody wants them, she's more than happy to make them on demand, and they're like 15 quid a pair, which is fuck all for handmade jewellery. It's like absolutely nothing. So one of the other guys on our team has got his ears stretched, and I think he said he was going to order a pair because they're really, really sweet. But she can do anything. She can literally put anything into a stretcher. It's so sweet. So like you could get Vape-esque ones done with like just the V from the Vape-esque logo or something.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Badger, are you going to Fest? I can't remember. I didn't spot if he said he was going. I like to sit and chat shit with Badger around the TYV campfire.
Yeah, I haven't. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he went up to me on the endless stand, and I had no fucking clue who he was. No idea. It was so funny.
Was it the very broad Landon thing that kind of fucking gave it away?
No, I've just never seen his face, and his Facebook profile picture is a fucking badger. Like, I love the way he tells this story as if people should be surprised that I didn't recognise him. He doesn't come out in public, and his Facebook profile picture's a fucking cartoon badger. How would I know what he looks like?
Oh, Badger. I can't believe you're not going.
Bodger and Badger, Bodger and Badger.
I'll have to take him some mashed potato next time we go.
I've heard he doesn't like mashed potato. I've heard that was in fact media spin.
Who? Boris or Badger?
Badger.
Our Badger or the Badger on the TV show?
Just Badger.
It was a fucking puppet. Why would he like mashed potato? Oh, what the fuck? Jay, yes, you usually get fuck me, you're small. You are...
What are you on about, Jay? Nobody can see you behind all those little plastic bags of 10 mils that the girls give out.
It's surprising how many... I know I'm freakishly tall, but I've always said... And you were the same, Stu. The first time I properly met Stu was on the Scoundrels stand a couple of years ago at Expo.
Yep, that's right.
And Stu comes up, and bearing in mind, Stu and I, we used to speak anyway, didn't we? It wasn't like we were complete strangers.
But we hadn't spoken much by that point, maybe 10 times.
Yeah, but we weren't strangers.
No, not at all.
And I must have been talking to Stu for 20 minutes before I clicked who it was. And when I realised it was Stu, it was like, fuck me, he's short. I don't know why, because you always see everyone sat down. You just assume, looking at Stu, that he's like 6'3", 6'4". How tall are you, Stu?
Do you? I'm 6'2".
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
You're shorter than you.
Yeah, but
appear to be...
I stoop and slouch a lot because I'm fat. That's the thing.
You know what? What Pops has just said. Are you even a vapor, even if you wear smaller than XL t-shirts? Right. We had our SOS t-shirts made through the Suburban Society Kings. And we were going through and we were deciding what sizes we wanted. And it's surprising how many more 2XL, 3XL, 4XLs we sold over small, medium, large and extra large. There is something about this community. Either we like them baggy or we're all fat bastards.
When me and Tony were doing the clothing range for Volcan Brothers, he was like, we got to get, you know, small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, etc. He's like, we got to get the full range of sizes. I was like, fine, order the full range of sizes, but I'm telling you, you're going to want probably quadruple the amount of the upper end than you've got of the lower end. And he's like, no, because it's not just vapors that are going to buy the stuff. And I was like, well, it is at first, because we're launching the products through vape shows. So until we're a known brand, only vapors are going to buy the clothes. And trust me, all vapors are fat and bearded. He came to Expo, his first ever vape show. At the end of the show, we're driving back to the hotel, and he says to me, you were right, you know, vapors are all fat and bearded.
Your brother's got a beard, hasn't he?
Tony, well, he's got one of those little trim fucking David Beckham things, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's still a beard.
Ginger fucking drawn on lines. I bet he's in the chat watching this, cursing me out. He does watch VT UK, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if he appears in the chat. You'll see I am Vulcan appear in the chat like, fuck off, Stu.
2XL on a good day, 3XL on a bad day, saying that I lost £1, £3. You see, I've lost nearly 2 stone in the past month and a bit. 8 weeks.
Josh, you're more like what a proper vapor has for breakfast.
or have before you go to work. Is he like a shit?
Yeah, no, you're gonna love Josh. You'll meet Josh at Fest. He's Maxime Dube's biggest fan.
Is he?
No, he actually genuinely fucking loves Death Wish. He's got like 1 million Death Wishes. He's such a little fanboy. It's really cute.
Bless him. And again, Pops. I never had Pops down as a big fella.
No, I thought Pops would be skinny. For a start, Asian. Fat Asian doesn't happen. How did you manage that? What are you eating? But he doesn't ever, when you see him on camera, he never looks like a big fella.
So, to be on 2XL, 3XL... Yeah.
To be fair, I've put on a bit of weight recently. I've gone from XL to 2XL now, which I'm not happy about.
You've gone from what? XL
from XL to 2XL, yeah.
You see, for me, I need 2XL for the length.
Yeah, for me, it's all tip weight.
You see, mine's all gut, not boob.
Mm. It's fucking horrible, mate. The problem I've got now is that I'm sat at a desk 7 days a week.
Mm.
You know, I have like several jobs, and they all involve being sat at a desk. So I'm just, you know, when I was chefing, it was easy to keep my weight down, easy.
Because you're in a kitchen sweating your tits off all day.
Yeah, and I had an active job. You know, it's fucking impossible now. Yeah, I do think.
Dave, I was just about to say, I think Dave's hit the nail on the head. I do think he's got a point. Because cigarettes are an appetite suppressant, aren't they? I never considered that. I've never considered that. So what's with the beards then? I think that's just a fashion thing. I don't think necessarily that...
I actually don't think that that's even anything to do specifically with vape culture. I think it's because the people you see at vape shows are typically more of a younger demographic, and even the ones that are older are generally a bit more in touch with culture, and just culturally, beards have been in trend for the last few years. Like, I wouldn't have ever grown a beard in the early 2000s because people would have called you a paedophile. But now that it's 2018, it's the people without beards that are paedophiles.
Yeah. You see, my beard is through just pure laziness. Obviously not that I've got a beard at the moment because it fell off last week. I
can't fucking believe you shaved. I'm so disappointed in you.
I told you. I stood
Yeah,
there
no.
at the mirror last Wednesday morning, Tuesday morning. No, it must have been Wednesday morning because it was after the show. And I was like that, and I've got my beard trimmer along my top lip, and I just ended up taking a massive gouge out of it. After suffering epiglottis, 5 weeks in a coma, dying twice, being fat as the last of my weeks. Fucking enjoy your life.
Pops has been through it then.
Epiglottis, that's your swallow hole, isn't it? That's your epiglottis, isn't it?
Please don't call it a swallow hole.
What else is it?
Please. It doesn't sound very nice, does it? Oh, you put me right off my balanced.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm not sure where Chris. I think he's gone back for another threesome.
Yeah, probably. Wants to get his windows wiped. Oh,
So, what you
right.
excited to? What else are you excited to see at Fest this year?
Do you know what? Mostly the UKS tent, to be honest. This year, because I actually have been active in UKS over the last year, whereas I wasn't before that, I actually feel like I'm allowed to go in the UKS tent now, if you know what I mean. So just meeting a few of those people, checking out a few new sort of bits. It'd be nice to have a catch up with quite a few people. There's a pretty long list of people that I want to go and have a catch up with. I actually haven't seen Tom since the last October's expo. Not May, because I wasn't at May. Last October's expo. So I want to have a chat with Tom, see what he's been up to.
I've not seen Tom for a while. I've seen. Did I see? No, I saw Tom at the TYV birthday.
Yeah, I couldn't make that, could I?
No.
I'm shit for getting to social events anyway. I always miss them.
I'm the same. I struggle now.
It doesn't matter how much I want to go to them. They just always conflict with something that I can't get out of.
Yeah. Just looking for the vendors.
Oh, there's some good shit there. The new halves. I'm going to go and have a little wank over a few of the new halves. They're just pretty. He's using Juma now, and I love Juma.
Yeah. So, vendors supporting. So, we've got Abstract Mods. And Cool Guitar.
Still can't say that then.
No, Anculta.
Uncle Chur.
Bandwagon's there. Bandwagon's there. Beast Mods, Bumblebee. BVB's there. Chef's Flavours, Cotswold, Double Drip, Golden Vape, Chris Scott, Crystal Clouds, Diamond Vape, Big's there, Druid's Brew.
Catch up with Big, that'll be nice.
Eden Mods, El Diablo. I've not seen Vicky for a while. It'd be good to catch up with her. Elemental Mods, Endless of course, Half Mods, Fusions. Just Add Nick. Who's that?
That's fucking Fiveheads people, isn't it?
Oh, in with the Fivehead.
You know Knobhead from that other vape show. You know that really unpopular vape show.
The Ideal Home show.
Ohms Under the Hammer.
Homes Under the Hammer. Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of the presenters of that.
That twat. Hellfire. Yeah. Juice Saws. Oh, Juice Saws are there. Key Vape.
Lovely.
Liquid Labs. Lumo. Mana Bush. I tried some of Mana Bush's new juice the other day.
What, the new recipes?
No, the
collab with Druid's Brew.
Are they drink based?
Oh no.
The ones I tried were drink based, I'm sure they were. Let me have a quick look on their website. I might be wrong. Oh no, the Firewater range. I was right. Firewater, cigar tobacco, firewater, cola and lime. Firewater number 3, which is amaretto and red fruits.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
I definitely have to check those out.
Tobacco base. Where did we get to? Juice Source, Key Vape, Manabush, My Box Mods, Osrix, obviously Half Mods, PC Coils, Phobic Mods, Premier e-cigs, Rock Mods, RSS, Seas Vapes, Sluice Juice. I've not seen Tom for a while.
Sluice Juice.
Sluice Juice. Spar Vapes, Space Invapers. Who are they? Space Invapers.
I've seen them at a few shows before. Spar Vapes are becoming a bit of a regular at thingy now as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Paul Gifford, he's alright.
Squonk Radar, Sunbox, the e-cig shop, the Vapors Patisserie, good old TYV. Thinking out loud.
I've been absolutely useless tonight. I apologise. I've had an argument with DPD. It's not coming.
Why?
Because I'm in a, what's the word? Area that's slightly further afield catchment area or something.
Then why did their thing quote no later than the 31st for delivery?
Yeah, that's what I don't get. So yeah, they've pissed me off. The Windows and Doors man offered me an incredible deal, but I had to accept it on the spot, which isn't happening.
He told him to go fuck himself.
Well, the problem is, right, the guy who offered us the appointment with this bloke came about 2 hours before the bloke did. And my missus wasn't home. So she got home 10 minutes before he did. I said, there's a bloke coming in to see you about Windows and Doors. She said, oh, all right. And then he knocked on the door. Do you know what I mean? So we've had no discussion about it. How are you supposed to make that sort of decision in 10 minutes?
You see, I would turn around to them and say, on principle, I am not going to order from you now. If you're going to make me make this decision now, make this order now, jog on.
I just said to him, I said, I'm not being funny, mate. I've got no idea what a window or door would cost me. I said, I don't know anything about any quality of windows and doors. I've got no idea of how comparable your price is, how good your windows and doors are. I've got no idea. It says, you can't expect me to do market research when you knocked on my door 2 hours ago to offer me something that I wasn't even looking at.
Do you know what, Chris? The whole time that you've not been here, we've managed to only talk about topics.
I know. I might should have just go.
I think it'd be best for everyone, mate.
Well, as of next week, I'm going to have no baggage, so I'll be here. Don't worry.
It's all right. I won't.
It's all right. We'll enjoy it more. I'm joking.
You wouldn't even have me back if you could.
We'd have you back.
You
Maybe.
would. He wouldn't.
I don't know, because every time I get a message or a call off you, it gives me a headache.
That is neither mine nor your fault. We all know whose fault that is.
Yeah, but it doesn't do any wonders for my head.
No, I'm sure it doesn't. Well, at least it's all pretty much over now.
My wallet's been shipped. Have you seen this?
Oh,
yeah, I saw the photo of it earlier. I've also bought a new wallet because I wanted one of your things just for my cards, but I bought a new wallet for my cash.
Do you actually carry cash?
Not very often.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Yeah, it's very nice. I had the similar one when I was younger. I got it before I saw Pulp Fiction, though.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Chris.
I was like 14. I thought it looked cool having a wallet that said motherfucker on it.
Swearing is funny.
Chris,
it is.
Get it out.
Get what out?
Do you have your wallet with you?
No, it's been shipped. I've got a similar one, though, if you want to see that.
Oh, I thought the photo you put up you got in hand.
No. All of them have been shipped. Not just a prototype, all of them. But it's similar to this. Well, except for I've had this one for 2 years. So it essentially opens up like that. You put your cards in. That's my Yorkshire Vapor memory stick for reference. Oh, no, that's not. That's my bank card. Whoa. My camera was reversed. So Yorkshire Vapor memory stick. and you can fit up to like, I don't know, probably like 15 cards in there or some bollock. I fit my fat fingers in there, so. And then it's got a money clip at the back, so you can put your money in it.
You see that?
Right, David.
I don't get sliding money under a clip.
Well, I've seen the fat stacks you walk around with, mate. They wouldn't fit under that clip.
Me fat stacks.
Get your wallet out and show us how fat it is.
My wallet's fat, but there's no money in it. I don't do cash.
Show us the wallet.
It's just full of receipts.
Now imagine condensing down all this bollocks in his wallet into something pocket friendly, and your cards don't get bent. Turn it sideways. Look how fat that is. And there's nothing in there that you couldn't fit in this. You could fit all of that in this. I collect wallets. Do you want to see some wallets?
No, we don't.
Shut up, dickhead. We're talking about. We're talking about.
Really don't.
We're talking about a vape product here. It's a part of the industry.
Chris looks a
This
bit
is why I
strange
left,
in
Mark.
them shorts.
This is literally the reason I left. This shit. How do you put up with it? How do you put up with this fucking potato? Look at him trying to get his fucking sausage fingers into those tiny, skinny little drawers.
Can't find them all, but I've got some here. So, this one. Pretty good. It's just for cards, though. Or I've got this. That's got dollars in it. I don't know where they've come from.
America.
You absolute tosser. And it's got these little pull tabs so you can pull your cards out and they come up in twos. I've got like about 15, 16 wallets. And honestly, that's the one I've used the most. I've had that for about 2 years because of how functional it is.
Now, going back a year or so, Chris wouldn't need a wallet because he invested in a product called
Fuck off.
Plasticard. Was it Plasticard?
Plasticard is a craft product.
No, Plasticard's a big rip-off. Did you get your money back, Chris?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
They actually, I made money on that investment. So I paid like $300 for a bank card that it was touchscreen. You could swipe through your different cards and it would change what was on the RFID chip and change what was on the magnetic strip. And you could basically go through they had a working prototype. They had this whole big fancy website and all that. And it was like a GoFundMe kind of thing. So I invested in it, waited for it to come and get delayed twice, and then all of a sudden, all trace of it disappeared from the internet. Now, it had a huge following. It took something like $18 million from customers, invested it all in prototyping. They couldn't get it to work, and then they just folded the company. But I'd paid on my MasterCard, so I got it refunded. But actually, 3 months before they disappeared off the face of the planet, I contacted them and told them I wanted to cancel my order because they were taking the piss. And they gave me a $20 incentive to stay. So I got my full refund plus $20 off them. So technically I made money. Good investment.
You're an investment genius, you are, Chris. It'll take you 5 years to make a oneer.
Well, I probably waited 2 years to make that $20. Oh. I got the power.
Because I'm using my other account. I'm using my other account so he can delete me and ban me and shit.
I got completely mugged off by a fucking arsehole company. Yes, I did. But, again, I do carry cash. I carry notes. I just don't carry coins. At the end of the day, if I've got any coins, I end up giving them to the kids. It's just true. You don't fill up your pocket full of coins at the start of a day.
No.
Especially with how volatile and how likely my trousers are to fall down throughout the day, why would I add that excess weight?
Are you losing weight, Chris?
No, I just buy bigger trousers.
Chris, you're doing it all wrong, mate. As a fat person, you want to wear clothes that fit you as closely as possible to make yourself look slimmer.
I don't want to make myself look slimmer. I know I look fat. I just want to make myself comfortable, mate.
I just want to see you like turn up in a fucking skin-tight zoot suit to the next vape event.
And I'm not being funny, but you buy anything that fits you and let my missus wash it, I'll tell you what, it won't fucking fit you afterwards.
Sounds like
Oil wash.
You're a big boy, mate. You should be doing your own laundry by now.
I ain't got time for that. I haven't had time for a decent shit in the last few weeks.
No, that's fair enough.
In all seriousness, the most time I've spent doing any type of socialising was when I was sorting out shit for you. That's the most human contact I've had in 2 weeks. Mark, how often do we normally speak?
Daily. Multiple times a day.
Fuck off. When I was hosting this show regularly, we spoke once a week and it was half an hour before the fucking show.
No, me and Mark speak 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. When was the last time we sat on video chat and spoke?
Over a month ago,
VT UK
properly.
2 weeks ago. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It's the last time we've had a conversation. That's how busy I've been.
Answer me this question, right? Now,
Go on.
despite what people assume about me, I'm actually quite an introverted person, and I consider phone calls to be quite disruptive to my day. If somebody calls me on the phone, I tend to... That wasn't the point I was making. If someone calls me on the phone, if it's someone I want to hear from, then obviously I'm, happy to hear from them. But like,
is this why you ignore my calls?
No, let me finish. If someone calls me out of the blue and it's not someone that I wanted to hear from, I kind of end up like a bit like, oh fucking hell, now I've got to answer this phone call and I don't know how long I'm going to be on the phone and I've got this to do and I've got that to do, and it's like it makes me like tighten up a bit. If it's
anxious.
a video call, it's 10 times worse, because not only have I now got to answer this call, but I can't do anything else because that person is watching me, and so they'll know if they don't have my attention or not. And
that's why
everyone in the vaping industry seems to want to fucking video call, even to discuss the slightest little thing, even to say hello, how are you, even to just catch up and ask how someone is. Everybody does it. And the thing is, the reason I actually ignore most of your video calls, Chris, is because I have my phone on silent most of the time, because I work in retail.
I have my phone on silent all the time. It's no fucking excuse.
I have my phone on silent most of the time, and so if it's on the other side of the room, or if it's where I'm not looking at it, I don't know when the call's coming in. Or even if it's in my pocket, because I don't have it on vibrate either. I have it on actual silent.
No, so do I.
That's why Damon's now calling me. He's such a funny cunt.
No, in all seriousness though, do you want to know why I do it?
Hi, Damon.
Oh, is that?
How are you,
I can
mate?
hear him laugh.
Oh no, it's really nice to hear from you. How are you? You're live on VT UK. Have you got anything you'd like to say to the country? If you say... Thanks, buddy. Catch you later.
Yeah, and also the main reason I do it is because when you work in management, you'll understand the power of an actual conversation, and video chat is as close to a conversation as you actually get, because when you send a message, you cannot tell how someone is responding, because you could say 2 or 3 different things. You could say the same thing 3 or 4 different ways, and it means 3 or 4 different things. Like,
sorry,
for
just very quickly, does Damon's phone number still end in 5390?
Oh, I'd have to
I'll check.
have a look. Yeah, it does.
Shall we get people to ring him?
But no, Chris, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying why do you prefer video calls? I don't mind answering video calls from you. Whenever I see that you're phoning, I always answer. Same as Mark, I always answer him. What I'm saying is, why does everyone that vapes seem to constantly want to use Facebook video call to communicate? Everyone.
It's just how it is so much more pleasant. Like, for instance...
It isn't for everybody. It isn't for everybody.
Stu, you are the sexiest man I've ever seen. Fucking sexy cunt.
I know.
So sexy.
I am aware of that.
This is the point. You cannot portray over a telephone call or a video or a text message what someone's reaction is. And the thing is, our relationship, we're often bouncing ideas back and forward. And sometimes when you say stuff that I disagree with, you're going to be able to tell that I disagree by looking at how I react. Whereas if I text back saying, yeah, it's nice, and then 2 weeks later,
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, for example, somebody who I might have emailed on spec to ask if they're interested in stocking Vulcan products will then send me a random video call at a random time during the day without any prior warning. Just send a message first and just say, you're free to chat. Do you fancy a quick video call? Do you know what I mean? And then I can say, actually, I'm in the middle of working on something at the minute. Can we have a video call in like an hour?
I think the reason I'm being so justifying about it is because I'm that guy.
Mate,
I am that guy.
For some people,
that guy you're describing is me. No matter who it is, no matter what time of day it is, if I need to speak to someone, I'll fucking video call them.
Like, I'm not saying it's annoying. I'm saying it's literally uncomfortable for some people. Like, I'm not talking about it annoys me. I'm saying it literally makes me uncomfortable. Is that like when you answered the
other day and Risa was getting changed?
Well, no, because it was you. So I answered because I know that I can say to you, I'm going to put the phone this way for a minute because Risa's getting changed.
And you know she's already sent me pictures anyway. But you know what I mean. But no, yeah, I get what you're saying. It is fucking annoying. Everyone in the industry does do it. But at the same time, I am the worst. I am literally the worst.
I understand the reasons for preferring it, but we don't do everything de rigueur just because we prefer it. If we did everything every day the way that we prefer it, your missus would only ever get fucked in the arse and you wouldn't have so many kids.
Yes, it's true.
You see what I mean?
To be fair, like, even me and Mark, we're both in the car, both on hands-free, but we still video chat and just have the camera pointing at the ceiling. It doesn't make any sense. We just video chat and then we'll sit our phones on the passenger seat and we're literally talking to the roof of each other's cars. But it's just how it is. I've got his number. I've got his home number. I can ring his house.
See? You video called Pete Cast to show him a hexome. It would have been quicker to send him photos. And less disruptive to his day, you fucking mongoloid.
But it wasn't... I wanted to show him a couple of different things. And I'd have to take like 12 different pictures. And the fact is that it made my life more difficult to have to fucking take all those pictures.
Yes. Were you trying to sell it to him, or...
Huh?
Were you trying to sell it to him?
He asked me if I had any for sale, I think.
Right. So you were going to make money from it?
No, I wasn't making money. I paid like 200 quid for it and I sold it for like 30 quid. That's not making money. That's losing money. So not only was I losing money, I went out of my way to help and he didn't even answer the fucking call.
I wouldn't have answered either.
But yeah, it's just how I am. And if you don't answer my call, then you don't benefit from whatever fucking wisdom I'm bringing you on that particular moment.
Chris, you ain't got any fucking wisdom. You're a man-child.
I'm going to remember that. You don't want a video call? You want a fucking voice call? Make VT UK without it, cunt.
No, I don't want a voice call. I want a text message. Can you text your part of the show? Can you just type into the chat for the rest of the show?
Sure can.
Stop getting offended, you knobhead. We've already been over this. It's a gender-neutral bun.
Well, you look like a fucking currant bun with it on.
I love it when Chris gets his feelings hurt.
You'd get your balls hurt if I was at fucking Vape Fest. I'd be kicking you.
Mate, you can't move fast enough to do anything to my balls. Behave yourself.
You can't move fast enough to get away from it, so we're kind of stuck in limbo.
Who was it that was repeatedly flicking who in the balls at Vape Expo last year?
Yeah, and you never managed to dodge it.
I got you several times.
Yeah, but I also got you loads of times. I come up to you and grabbed your balls.
Once. You got me once.
Oh no, it was Captain Smiley from your Vulkan Bros team that I kept getting.
Cozzy, yeah.
One that smiles all the time.
Yeah,
He
Cosy.
never smiles.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Oh, okay.
He does, but when he smiles, it looks like a hole in reality has just opened, so we try not to let him.
I like the guy with the dreads.
He's actually not on the team anymore. He left. That was
Bigger
Darren.
fool
He was
you
lovely.
for letting him. No, I liked him because I gave him some of the world's hottest chilies, and he ate it like it was nobody's business, smiled along, and then I walked around the sides of the booth, and I saw him, like, just getting his breath back.
Chris, can you put your camera back on? This is a bit unpersonal. I don't really like it.
I don't give a fuck, mate.
Can you please put your
I
camera
only
back
deal
on,
with
Chris?
text message and voice calls now these days.
Chris, would you please put your camera back on? It's just that we ended this conversation with me calling you a man-child, and you're currently being very immature, so I feel like you're proving my point, and I know that's not really what you want, so could you maybe please put your camera back on? Okay, well, I tried, Mark, I tried.
You did your best. Right.
It's like I said to you, this is why I left.
I'm being told we've only been live for 1 hour 12 minutes. I think that's a lie.
That's not true. That's definitely a lie. It's 10:15.
Right. I have set up a hangout. If you guys can hang around for half hour or so.
I can hang around for a few minutes, yeah.
Cool.
Is the link going in the chat?
Yes, I will put it in as soon as I've... I'll put the link in if you guys want to join now so you don't lose a spot.
I don't have Facebook open. Does this have a text chat?
Ah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm good.
There we go. So we will be in there in the next few minutes. Thank you very much for joining us. Some of us will see you at the weekend. Some of us won't. Chris, you going to come and smile and say goodbye? I'll take that as a no. Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you. Thank you, Stu. I hope you have a cracking weekend. Man.
Thank you very much to both of you for having me. It was really cool. It was nice to catch up and have a laugh.
Hopefully you'll be back soon.
I'm not coming back. Oh, well, I might come back eventually, but I'm not coming back for the foreseeable.
Cool. Cracking. Thank you very much for joining us.
Take care, guys.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, we do that, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm also sat here with my right hand on the mouse trying to turn the show off.
I have control. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.